One last thing, too. I'm not against access at all. Clearly. I mean, I hosted a show called Total Access for years,
We kind of need it to live.
And the Hard Knocks show with the Giants
so good.
is spectacular. Spectacular. And the fact that you saw last night during the draft, Joe Shane taking phone calls from Chris Ballard and Joe Douglas.
Yep.
Interestingly enough, we heard what Chris Ballard offered the Giants to move all the way up from 15 to 6, offering 15, a 2 this year and a 2 next year. Can you imagine if Joe Shane said yes to that?
Oh man.
No way.
No way.
But Chris Ballard had to take his shot saying, okay, you didn't get your quarterback, and we feel like you're not sitting there to take J.J. McCarthy. So we're going to move up and say, maybe you can get your guy down at 15, and we'll take our shot at that. And you heard Joe Shane say, all right, did he say, I'll get back to you, and then hung up the phone and basically said, yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
And then they did not reveal what the Jets offered.
Yeah, Joe Douglas called basically immediately after, and we didn't
he
hear.
said, no, we're going to stay.
Yeah, he said, we're staying, we're picking.
Which leads me to believe, did Ballard go ahead and reveal what I offered, and the Jets were like, don't do that? I don't know.
Oh, interesting. Maybe.
And, of course, people will say it means, well, the Jets weren't into, Olu Fashanu, who they drafted for their line, and that the Colts weren't into, the rest of their picks.
No, I think that's just a due diligence thing the Giants didn't get a quarterback. We knew they loved Drake May.
Let's see if we could get Odunze or Neighbors.
Right. Let's see if one of the receivers.
I think that's who the Jets were calling for, and I think that's who the Colts were calling for.
Yeah, I think so.
Or it could have even been Brock Bowers from some of the rumors,
Well, he was mocked to the Jets a lot.
Yeah, I was trying to speak that into existence.
Up to it, yeah. I loved it. I'm curious to see what team okays it for next year. Because
I hope they do.
It was fascinating.
I hope they do. It really is. You think it's the best Hard Knocks ever?
I think so. It was just in terms of access and the information that we learned. Yeah. It was amazing.
And I appreciate the Giants and Joe Shane and the Daboll and saying, give them the check mark on all this stuff, because it has been fascinating and amazing. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.